Hi, I'm Maya Thomas.
Hi, I'm Marissa Artuso.
And I'm Jordan Suggs. And we, for our Habits of Mind project, had flexibility. We created a student guide that informs students on the way in which they can incorporate flexibility in college level writing. Through this guide, we provide tools for students to develop flexibility within their writing through various explanations as well as a student example of flexibility.
So the audience for our flexibility guide are college level writing students and high school students that are getting ready for their first year of college. Some high school students are provided with the necessary tools to help them succeed in college level writing, but most of them aren't, which is what this guide is hopefully going to teach them.
And our purpose, somewhat rephrasing what Jordan has already told us, in developing this guide is to inform college level writing students of the ways to develop flexibility in their writing in order to become more advanced and acquire the ability to adapt their writing to various audiences and situations.
So my contribution to our draft, our final, was researching the background on the framework for success in post-secondary writing and highlighting the importance of the document, which was based around our habit of mind.
Yes. So within the student guide, my biggest contribution was the introduction and discussion of flexibility. And I discussed exactly what flexibility is as well as other habits of mind that it relates to. I also worked a great deal on the visual formatting and layout of our document.
And my biggest contribution was writing the significance of flexibility and incorporating our interview with Cameron from the Student Writing Center to reveal a college student's personal experiences and evidence on everything one needs to know about this habit, flexibility, and how to develop it.
Some of the revisions I made in my specific section, which was the background section, was stating the other habits of mind in relation to flexibility, which was a tip given by Curtis Bulk. But if I had more time, I would go in more detail about how the other habits of mind specifically contribute to flexibility and how they all relate to each other.
So we designed our guide with colorful headings and subheadings to identify structure, and we separated key points. The symbol we chose for flexibility because it shows a branching of ideas from a simple starting point, which goes along with adapting from previous learned knowledge.
My biggest revision within the document was the formatting, I would say, from our original draft, our suggestions from Audrey, Curtis, Michaela, as well as Professor West Puckett were to add more color and make it more visually appeasing. So that's what we did. We took our text and we put it into a guide that had more visuals, bigger colors, different size headings, and just to make it more inviting and fun for the reader.
And for my revision, an idea was brought to my attention by Curtis when he told me I should include obvious evidence in my paragraph that I was using knowledge and facts from our interview. So I revised the writing to simply state the student's name from the interview, and I mentioned the interview and mentioned where I was pulling my information from.
The most useful assignment we had to do in this project, I would say, was looking at another student's work that wasn't a Habits of Mind project and finding examples relating to flexibility. We used a Zeke's Maker Mentor project, which included flexibility in his writing, audience, and different video presentations he did, which ultimately helped us produce our final draft by incorporating different levels of his flexibility and using them in ours.
And I would say that we definitely used other habits of mind other than flexibility within our writing. Two major ones that we used for creativity and openness. We used creativity a lot with our formatting and the different colors and ways of laying our text out, just to, again, make it more appealing for the audience and more inviting. We also had to use a great deal of openness, as there are many possibilities to use flexibility with writing, and we don't want to limit the audience to specific ways of flexibility. So we kind of had to keep it open-ended and open-minded for the audience so that they could use it more efficiently within their handwriting. That is our Habit of Mind project. Thank you.